Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to another recording of the Goosebumps video game. So, we're going to have to, in real time, actually develop this photo. So, this is going to suck. We might as well get it done. Use this photo paper with the tongs, and we're going to put it in this tub, and then I'm going to have to just wait for an entire minute. And that is going to be crazy. Exactly 1 minute, it says. So, what to talk about in the meantime? Generally speaking, I'm still very much in the thought that this game is not hitting its target market. It's also not really doing a good point-and-click adventure. I have no real qualms about the inventory being on the right side. I do have slight qualms of the 50, approaching 50 items you can have in your inventory. I don't like that the hint system is based on film that you have to find, so you're limited on the amount of film that you can have. I don't like that there's really no direction or storyline or guidance. I think for a kids game there should have been voice acting. I think it should have been Jack Black. And I don't like that we don't have a established character here. So that was 1 minute. Now we have to put it in the next thing for exactly 1 minute. So let me look at what that is going to be. I don't like that you really would have had to have a expert level of experience on Goosebumps stories, basically, to have known this. And if I'm even like a second off and this screws up, I'm gonna be really upset. I really just personally have a passing knowledge of Goosebumps. I've seen a few of the episodes. I think maybe I could watch it on Netflix if I wanted to, but I'm far too old. I was probably too old even when it came out, or maybe I was too young. I could be either, actually. That says something. It's definitely ridiculous for me at this point to want to go back and watch the Goosebumps stories. I wouldn't mind if there was new ones. Let's see, and there we go. And now we have to use it for exactly 1 minute on the stopper. So we'll get that done. I feel like you could have had an episodic series. This could have been the beginning of something interesting. I know this is just a tie-in with the movie, and wow, I think I've gotten off on the time. I'm gonna have to just guess that a minute has passed. Yeah, the movie was never really gonna succeed. The Goosebumps movie is a fine movie to watch, but it's just telling all the Goosebumps stories and kind of being this finale movie for a series that has long since already been finished, whether it's the book series or the TV series. Instead of trying to introduce or do a reboot or a movie series like a Marvel Cinematic Universe of Goosebumps actually would be kind of interesting. As you gingerly remove the photo from the fixer, you realize you have a legitimate photograph. Now what? Alright, so now we've got to use this for 5 minutes. So stick that in there. So what am I supposed to do? Oh good, it's gonna skip. 5 minutes pass and it looks like you're done. You can take your photograph. So let's use the tongs on the sink. You take the photograph off out of the wash, almost done. And use this with this and put it on the clothespin. You clip the photo to the clothesline and wait for it to dry. Yeah, just in general, I think there's been some bad decisions here, and just a lack of care by the license holder making the Goosebumps movie, just having somebody let's see. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to wait. You hum a song that's been stuck in your head all day as we're waiting. Interesting. It seems like I can take it, but is it dry? Still is classifying it as a wet photo. Yeah, you're really not doing WayForward any favors by asking them to make a game that comes out this way. WayForward's not doing themselves any favors by making a game like this. Do I take the wet photo, or do I use the tongs on the wet photo, or do I leave? You shouldn't open the door while the photo is developing, or you could ruin it. Okay. Use tongs on the wet photo. Cling the tongs together in the air. Clack, clack, clack. I guess I'm gonna just take it then. Pull the photo down off the line. It was a lot of work, but the results were worth it. And so what do we have? Develop this yourself. It's a picture of someone's head. Great. Well, I'm pretty sure what I'm supposed to do is use this with the frame. Slide the photo in the frame. It's a perfect fit. You now have a framed picture. Great. Let's move on and get out of here. So we kind of know what we're going to do. We're going to put this on the wall. I don't know what that's going to do as far as starting all of this. There definitely needs to be a point that's mentioned both in the Goosebumps. No, well, wait a minute. Is the Midnight Society the other series called Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think it might be. Yeah, I don't think Goosebumps had the Midnight Society in it. I was about to complain about why is the Midnight Society in this game or in the movie, but then I guess that makes sense because the Midnight Society was this group of kids that got together and met in the forest and told each other scary stories, but I'm pretty sure that was in Are You Afraid of the Dark, not Goosebumps. Yeah. Goosebumps really had no single narrative character, and that's why in the movie R.L. Stine, the writer of the Goosebumps books, had to become the connecting character, or they could have just done multiple movies. Cautiously set the portrait on a hook on the wall. It takes a moment to convince yourself it's hanging straight. Okay. So now look. At least it fits in with the others, you guess. That's something. Can't shake the feeling that something's missing. Portrait open. You tap the photo and it swings open, revealing a compartment hidden in the wall. Interesting. And there we have a chest knife piece. So we'll take that. Snag the knife just in case it'll be useful later. Alright. We certainly are at the point where things are just leading to solutions in kind of a what would be the non-natural way. It's really just a case of, oh, here's the thing you needed, and you knew you needed it, but it's in a place you would have never guessed it would have been. I don't see how this is going to be useful. Let's see. If I put the knight here, it doesn't do anything. So I need to switch. So I need to take this rook and then put the knight here. So that blocks off him moving here and here because the king would still be in check from the knight. He can't move here because he'd be in check from the queen. Of course, this knight could kill this one, kill the queen, if the chess piece isn't already in check. And so he also can't kill the knight because the queen would then still keep him in check. So the only place he could move right now is here. Which that still seems like that is the case if we put this where it is, right here. Place a rook on the board. Nothing happened. You must have placed one of the pieces wrong. Yeah, I think I did. Can I move these somewhere else? Yeah, take this. I was right the first time. It's like, you're really only limited to 3 things. If I put the knight here, that stops him from going here or here. This guy could kill this, but the thing is only in check, not checkmated. So am I supposed? I guess when I use this, then it checkmates him because. Well, could he move here? No. Could he move here? No. Could he move here? No. Could he move there and take the castle? No. Could he move here? No. So this should be checkmate. Place a rook on the board. With the final piece in place, you hear a small click, and then as the lower compartment slides open. And now we have a music player. Out of nowhere. The thing we needed. It definitely feels like there was supposed to be a lot more gameplay here, and items that we're picking up. Like this cassette player probably would have made a lot more sense if it was found somewhere else in the game that just didn't get developed. It's one of those ancient cassette players you think even Chad never heard of one of these growing up. So apparently Chad, my brother in this game, is older than me and already moved out of the house. Take the cassette player from the compartment. Alright. So can we now use this with this? The cassette in the slot into the perfectly. Wait, no, it won't show. You turn them both over in your hands, searching for the detail you missed. You tried flipping the tape over. Yep, it was upside down. Fits perfectly now. So let's use it. Okay. So we spent way too much time in this house. And I guess the Goosebumps movie didn't spend too much time in the house. So let's just see if this works on him, or if we need to find batteries or something. That's not funny, you made him sad. People used to listen to these things. Yeah, I still need batteries. Let's see, use mirror on mask. The reflection shows, its reflection shows in the mirror exactly as expected. Use mirror on young boy. That didn't work. Use mirror. I don't know what the mirror would do. So we need to get the batteries from the robot. I have no idea how we do that. In fact, yeah, I'm really just gonna be jumping around. Use shrunken head with the mirror, maybe. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, it's the same old responses. Yeah. We can't look at the map, but we kind of know what we need to deal with. We need to get that robot dealt with. And we've got 2 hints. And I guess we need to deal with the ever-shrinking room that crushes us. That one's been a thorn on our side for a long time now, so I think it makes sense to come in here and let's see if the hint photo camera give us a hint. It's probably not worth it wasting so long. Oops. Reload, just retry. Let's use this on the attic. So this room is just not going to be helpful. And it seems kind of unlikely that the mirror would work. Get some kind of grotesque sound effects. It's almost as if the point is to get somebody else in that room. This door doesn't open yet, right? Yeah, that's the last door with the last ghost. So if I can't take a picture of this issue, of this guy, then I'm lost again. And the best I can do is go back outside and see if anything new triggers. So let's see. Use the hint camera on this. Does use center subject snap a picture a moment later. A photo comes out. Look at the annihilator. A Polaroid photo of a toy robot lying on a center. A puddle of shiny liquid spreads out beneath it. The annihilator toy emits a series of clicks. Shiny liquid. Let's see. Use TV not on it. That didn't work. Alright, so how many hints do I have left now? 2. So I get my hint back, I guess. So we kind of save scumming this. The only shiny liquid I kind of have could be this or this. Unless I'm supposed to use this container with the faucet. Use the container with the sink. Plastic bottle can hold about anything, but for some reason can't get water in it. Ooh, have I gone in this room? I guess I haven't. Closet where the guests keep their clothes and things when they stay over. Let's open it. Open the closet, but it's not what you expected. And so what is this? It's just a third fast travel section? Okay. Fair enough. That helps. Toys, toys, toys. I can only look at the toy. Use dish soap on the rope. You empty the entire bottle at the annihilator's feet. It attempts to walk towards you, but the soap proves too much. It swings its arms and legs rapidly, trying to regain its footing, and falls flat on its mechanical face. I don't see why anybody would have figured that out. There's just so much junk in your inventory that you could have. If you're used to playing an adventure game and collecting everything, it's highly unlikely you would have figured that out in a reasonable amount of time, considering this is a death and retry sequence. that doesn't even bother to fast reload you when we've seen the game is totally capable of fast reloading you. Alright, let's now look at the toy robot. The robot seemed angry before, it's certainly furious now. Fortunately, it can't even see you. It's too slippery for him to stand back up. There's a panel in his back that could probably be popped open. So I guess I'm supposed to use the screwdriver on him, which both the dish soap and the screwdriver are from far away from this point in the game. You probably would have picked both of them up, but I don't think you needed to get the dish soap. You did need to get the screwdriver. Maybe. You carefully unscrew the panel on the back of the robot and take the batteries. You pop out the batteries of the annihilator and pocket them. The robot abruptly stops moving without no sound. Okay, so we can now use this with the music player. You pop in the batteries in the cassette player, each one slotting into place. Let's see if we can use the music player. You play, but nothing happens. Must be missing something. That's funny, I heard music. Let's see. Move back in here. Let's see, use this on the manual. Hit to play, but nothing happens. You must be missing something. What am I missing? Look, read the manual. Place the batteries in the back of the player. Second, open the cassette door and place the cassette inside until it clicks. Then take care that the top of the cassette is facing down. Close the cassette closely and press the play button to begin listening to music. Well, I don't know how I could take the cassette out. I guess what the music is playing, but they are just saying nothing else happens. Okay, that's not the right way to phrase things, particularly if this is supposedly a kid's game. It should say the music plays and nothing else but nothing else happens. Use this on the ghost. You press play and the funky tune plays from the speakers. See, why not just say that? You'd already written that line of dialogue. The boy smiles, swaying back and forth to the rhythm, and then disappears. He vanishes, his presence bounding away from the house. The door directly above you unlocks with a loud thunk. Great. If we could just freaking find a plug to charge our cell phone at, which I don't think we are going to be able to do that. So our cell phone is just dead and our map is useless for, I don't know, was this supposed to be the fear that kids would have from having a dead cell phone? Is that what it is? Just the FOMO, fear of missing out? So we know there's markings here, so I'm probably going to open this and there's just going to be a dog or something. You push open the door to your parents' room. Let's go in there. Creep stealthily into the master bedroom. It's an overwhelming, creepy twist on your parents' bedroom. What's creepy about it? Is it the swords? Two swords cross from the wall. Now we're talking? Sure, take those swords. You attempt to pull the swords off the wall, but they won't budge. What a shame. They would have made today a lot easier. Look at the artwork. The artwork on the wall is different. The signature said clawed moaning. I'm not gonna sleep in the bed. It's usually it's your parents' bed right now. You're not so sure. It's best to assume that normal rules apply, no jumping. Oh, I get what they're saying. The normal rules of no jumping on the bed still apply. It's a big trunk of valuables. You assume you've never actually seen inside of it. Open. You kneel down and locate the chest combination lock. You need to input the correct code. We've got no clue on that. I can't click on anything here. Working on walls. Let's open this. It slides open to another fast travel. You stare at the rug, hoping for answers not forthcoming. We can open the window. The large window is the most striking element of the room. Mom loves to open it in the humid summer nights. So let's go ahead and open it. Undo the latch and swing the window open. Hey, we did see that this mucus turns things to stone. The mucus of a gargoyle saliva. You hold out the empty container, making sure to catch every single bit of bloody drops of the substance as it runs off the gargoyle's mouth. So what are we gonna go turn to stone? Do we want to go face the blob and turn that to stone? Or do we want to use it on the wall? Like this is just... The closet draws you in. You can't be sure if you pass through the door or if the closet surrounded you. Right? Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything else here. The game feels like it is just speeding up. And so, let's do this. Let's see if possibly this will work on the wall. So that didn't work. So we still really don't have a solution for this puzzle, which it feels like this might be the last puzzle, but then why would it be so early? I think then you could kind of guess that the strange markings are designed to have you decide to go back to the beast from the east in the tree. With the ghost having left, the entryway feels lonely. Funny how that works. Alright. So, back out. And back. I'm trying to find the... Where's that pixel to go back? Must be somewhere here in the corner. Move back to next door. Move back to the wash. Let's see if there actually is something we're supposed to do with the deep pool. It's probably not worth filming that. I wonder if there's kind of a level of garbage items. Let's see, what is an item that we're fairly certain is garbage? Like this book. Or this. Like, this is probably a garbage item. Nope. I think you're just kind of stuck with these garbage items forever. See, I don't know if I should wear this mask because I'm afraid the mask is going to turn me into a monster. Well, I guess in the end, like, that would be a way to end, and we're kind of trying to look for all the ways to end. Very large creature has appeared in the clearing, seems to be grinding and rubbing its paws together excitedly. So, wear the mask. You pull the mask over your face. something doesn't feel right. You yank the mask off and find that you're gasping for air. What is this thing? Beast. Impressive loot. Me not recognize you such high level. It backs away nervously. Maybe we play again someday. The hulking brute shuffles backward, facing you until he reaches a safe distance, then he bounds into the trees. So I assume this mask turned me into a goblin. Which we've had the spade for a very, very long time, almost a full majority of the game. And we've been wanting to use it here to dig up something. Shovel slides easily in the dirt. After 3 scoops, you uncover something. What do I uncover? A key card. I think it's some kind of badge. Town Center Galleria is written across it. Take. You tuck the security badge into your bag. Okay, that's good and all, but we've got a problem now. Like, still can't use the map. Still can't really do anything. There's certain that there's something out there watching you, it says. Like, there's no way to get to the town center. Yeah, it's telling you that some creepy things are happening, certainly. I guess we should go back to the janitor's place. And actually, I think we should probably go back to the school and see if maybe this is where we started the game. Maybe, just maybe in here, there is some kind of plug outlet or charger that we could use. Let's see, open your locker and let's just put this, use this on your locker. We have so much junk, but they didn't want to take the books, which I guess I'm happy for that. Yeah, we found our phone in the locker, but there's nothing here. Well, we've gone full circle, and the only thing I can guess that's left to do is to use this gargoyle spit on the slime monsters, and then we're probably just gonna have something tell us to go to the town center galleria, and that'll be maybe nothing really. Could just be a few lines of dialogue to wrap up the game. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.